Big up, everybody. It's your girl, Sophie back here on Sofia's Football Talk. It's been, a few days, but I'm finally back to, of course, preview the Chelsea versus Man United game. Would have, of course, been great to have a guest on, but I was like, you know what? I have so much Man United related news that I want to be able to cover. So I was thinking, you know what? Let's just make it a solo stream and we'll have guests for the Liverpool one instead. But yeah, before we fully dive in, make sure that you give this video here a big thumbs up because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Alright? Okay? Alright. But yeah, and also link is in the description box if you want to become an SFT member. I know I've been a bit slacking in regards to putting some content in there, but people, we will start to dive in very soon. Still on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen, shall we? And also, what should I say? Share and like if you haven't already. And let's get into the nitty gritty. Feel free to comment your thoughts, of course, as well, once we are going through the show. And if you're watching this on a replay, of course, feel free to comment down below. Big up, Bobby K. Hope you're doing well. Want to start to talk about the news, Man United news, before we fully dive into the game. So, one of the biggest ones, technically, I believe, might have been Monday actually. So, Jason Wilcox, I believe that's how you say his name, to Manchester United as the new technical director. It is done deal. Everything is set to be signed. So he comes from Southampton. They are looking for a fee significantly in excess of 12 months' salary if Jason Wilcox is to join Manchester United without a year-long wait. This is down to losing Wilcox at a crucial part of the season and disruption caused to their summer plans. And I get it. They also, while they are having somebody leave, you know, their project and leave what they're going through, they also need to get compensated. They need to make sure that they get a new person in place. So I get it. I hear it. Um, don't know much about him, but I ain't gonna lie, that was on Monday. I almost thought it was a New Year's, no, not New Year's, but April Fool's prank. I was like, huh? I'm like, oh, okay. So technical director is in place, but still very much stand still in regards to the whole Dan Ashford thing. Is he coming in as a sport director or not? What is happening? Hopefully, but I don't know. I mean, I was saying, I think he might have been in for the Brentford Man United match preview that I potentially did dive into the fact or, loosely talk about the fact that Umar Berada, who is our CEO, will be kind of like an interim as well sporting director in a way to oversee like the negotiations as well, just as we're waiting to get someone in place. We're waiting to basically get the whole Dan Ashford thing in place, and it might not be done before summer. It's been a hassle. I hope we can sort it out, but if we can at least get some other departments in place, like we did with getting a now um, technical director, that's a good thing. Okay. Can we now get the sport director in place? Once that happens, what are we going to do then with the whole managerial thing? Julian Nagelsmann is of increasing interest to Manchester United should they decide to sack Eric Ten Hag. To me, that is music to my ears. I don't want to be hearing us being linked with Gareth Southgate, Graham Potter. I don't want that. And also, suddenly now I heard today that you might try to get, McKenna back as a coach. He's doing very well for Ipswich, very close to having them promoted into the Premier League. And he's done a wonderful job in those 2 years ever since he left Man United when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked, like what, 2.5 years ago now. So he's done a very good job. Big up to him. And then you see it with Carrick as well with Middlesbrough. They've done a good job. But I still don't think it would be a smart thing to just get them back. I personally don't want that to happen, but That's just me, you know. Also, so that's kind of yeah that when it comes to those news, but I want to dive into some transfer news as well, as there is definitely lots to talk about. Of course, we will dive into the Chelsea game, but I do, like I always do, love to just have like one big stream where I can talk about everything Man United related news. And then we dive into the nitty gritty. Of course, the big main event, which is, of course, the game, the El Shitico, the El Crapico, the El Midico. We'll talk about that very soon. But in regards to transfer news, we got some things about outcomings and or outgoings, and some things about incomings. So in terms of the outgoings, um, reported by Rodrigo Faez uh, for the MUFC MVP YouTube, I think it was. Um, Basically states that every big European club has an interest in Marcus Rashford. They wrote every in big capital letters. I don't think every, but I think there's a lot of clubs interested. PSG are more monitoring his situation. What Real Madrid and Barcelona have been highly interested in the past. Okay. All the big European clubs say the same thing about Rashford. He has potential, power, amazing dribbling, and finish. Okay. I don't think the Rashford dribbling is that good. I think his finishing is better than his dribbling. I don't think he's really a proper dribbler. In my opinion, I don't think he is. I think there are better dribblers out there, but he was so much more of a fearless um, player coming up, now 8 years ago, having made his debut against Midtjylland in the Europa League. Like when he came into the ranks then, that guy was cooking. And I feel like amongst time that he's been here, now that, obviously way much older now in his late 20s, seems like he's kind of lost that spark, which is a bit sad. Could he get it back? I don't know. Personally, if we can cash in, I think we should. But that's just me. Also, one thing I want to talk about as well in terms of outgoings, I was kind of like going back and forth. Should I mention this? It makes me uncomfortable whenever I say this name, but I'm going to say Voldemort. You know exactly what I mean. MG, that guy. Um, Y'all know where I stand with it. I'm not trying to hear anybody in the chat saying I want, brother. I'm just giving my opinion. I don't want to hear your life story that we should get him. No, I'm just trying to report the news here because it's the big one. That's about it. Okay. Big up Ed and big up to Limba. Hope you're doing well. And big up Roger. Hope you do well. But yeah, so Juventus are now ready to seriously move for Voldemort this summer. Manchester United want to sign Juventus centre back Listen Bremer at all cost. So there is a possibility United could offer Voldemort in a swap deal. You know what? Let's make it happen. If you want to go and play for that leech of a club, do it. Nobody got issues with racism, so you might as well, right? I don't think they will have a problem with the SA as well, right? Boom, boom. Regardless, he should go, but it is what it is. In terms of incomings, and yes, smash the like button. Oh, Roger. Okay, you're saying 1-1. We'll talk about it. We haven't fully dived into the game just yet. Now we're talking a little bit about transfer news. But in terms of the incoming, so this summer, reported by Nisa Kinsella, Manchester United want a forward capable of playing alongside Rasmus Hojlund. We also want a left back, a center back, and a midfielder. This is kind of, I mean, I would want all of this to happen. I think we probably should be getting two center backs. I mean, especially now, as Siegel, no, it was Roger mentioning Lindelöf is out. I mean, Lindelöf is not the only one that's out. Licha, Lisandro Martinez, both Licha and Lindy are out. We will talk about it. We will talk about it because that, I will hold you, very concerning. Very concerning. What I want, I know a lot of people be thinking about, oh, we should get rid of the manager. We should get rid of this. Guys, we 100% should get rid of the manager, but I want everybody out. Everybody should go. Medical department, follow the contract. Get them out of here. Get him out. I think that is a madness, the amount of injuries. And I know we're not the only one, but we just got Lisandro Martinez back. And injured. Injury. Lindelöf got a freaking, my God, hamstring injury. We haven't seen Malacia throughout the season at all. Mason Mount has been in and out. We haven't seen him that much as well. Luke Shaw, madness of injuries he's had throughout the year. He's been here for the most of the time. He's been here for the longest out of the squad right now. Lord have mercy upon us all. My Lord, I'm tired. We got to get some new players, okay? Keep getting the likes up and keep commenting, people. I will read your comments very, very soon. Let me just get through the transfer news. So, more to talk about. Dani Olmo is a target for Manchester United. Olmo likes United, the city of Manchester, and he's in love with the Premier League. If United decide to move for him, they have big chance to get the deal done. This was reported by Rodrigo Faez on YouTube as well. I will not be opposed. For the right price, I will not be opposed. Somebody mentioned it. I was seeing a couple of streams here and there where somebody was talking about Dani Olmo and saying like, okay, his injuries are an issue. And I was like, ooh, that might make me be a bit, I don't know. If he's dealing with a lot of injuries, then I'm a bit unsure. But if we can keep it in check with hopefully a new medical team, I'm not opposed. I think I for the right price, I will not say no. Also, Manchester United looks to be in negotiation with the agent of Boca Juniors center back Aaron Anselmino, reported by Gonzalez Bruno. We'll see about that. Also, we are in contact with Nice defender Melvin Barrett, who's 23 years old. As the club focuses on signing a new left back this summer, reported by Nisar Kinsella. And then, of course, been hearing a lot of links with João Neves. Plays for Benfica, is a priority target for Manchester United this summer. The club has more than, oh my God, 86 million ready to convince Benfica to sell the midfielder. I know there's definitely other clubs interested as well. I don't know if I want to use that much money on somebody that hasn't really, I don't know. Like, we don't know if he's gonna cook. I don't know. I rather want us to, okay. Let me rephrase this. I rather spend that much money on somebody I feel like, oh, is fully proven. Like, yes, this guy's not potential, not amazing right now, but somebody that's like, okay, oh, he's gonna cook. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be like, oh, you had one great season, maybe the 2 seasons, and then you're no. I need it to be, if we're gonna spend that money, it has to be the big deal. If not, then I rather us spend 1/3 of that money and get somebody that's not proven, somebody that's a diamond in the rough, but that we can make into superstars. I want that again. Let's make players great again. Come on. Why does it always have to be we, for the past 10 years, keep just buying the superstars? What happened with us actually buying some gems and making them superstars? You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's sad. By the way, Manchester United could sign also Thalys and loan him out to Nice, is what Muppeteers is saying. We'll see about that. I don't know. Now that they're kind of like, we're working together, won't be a bad thing. And finally, when in regards to transfer news, we have Man United waiting for Everton to set a price for Jared Brentwaite. I do like him. I think he's good. From the amount of Everton games I've seen this season, he's good. But if he ends up costing a lot, then I have to personally say no. It really depends. I mean, it's supposed to be more so somebody that we're going to be playing. Okay. Like, because if we can't be assuming that he's going to be playing next to a Lisandro Martinez when he's like a left-footed center back, right? So either he's going to be understudy to Lisandro Martinez, which I wouldn't mind, but it has to be for the right price, is what I'm thinking. And now I want to dive, of course, into I think enough now with the transfer news, because we already spent a lot of time to talk about that. But let's before we fully dive into the game, the team news, and all of that, I just realized I actually did not make a graphic for the lineup. We'll just talk about it in general. But yeah, big up everybody that's here. Like, smash it. Big up Seagull says we must be bettering Chelsea. And hey, brother, we must win. We must teach them a lesson. We must make them our. I was about to say something wild, but you know what? We're not going to do that. Manchester is blue. Manchester is red. Manchester is red, says 2-1 Chelsea. Really, Manchester is red? You're following your fellow blue. Okay, Manchester is red. Okay, big up to you though, Manchester is red. I agree. It is red. Ed says, guessing it's going to be Maguire and Evans. Not necessarily. It could be Evans and Varane. I personally would have that. Manchester Red also says, apparently Manchester United have added Max Kilman to their centre back list. Hey, there's a lot. There's a lot. Tournament says, I see us losing. We'll see about that. Raj says, how about João Neves from Benfica? Good prospect to have. Yeah, I did mention him in the news reports. I mean, to be honest, for me, I can't sit and say that I've watched much of him. I haven't. A little bit here and there with some Benfica games, in like Champions League group, stuff like that. But other than that, I haven't seen that much of him. So I'm not going to sit there and say I know a whole lot. I don't. So for me, I can't sit there and fully say that, oh, yeah, get him. No, I'm not going to sit there and lie. Manchester is Red also said they are prepared to offer over 86 million. Yep. Ed says, I'd like Cooksu personally a lot cheaper, and I also think he could beat the Jorginho to copy his content. Ooh, where does he play? Cooksu. Oh, Orkun Cooksu. Yeah. You just said, okay, yeah, I know about him. Yeah. Isn't he also kind of like, I think, by the way, he is. I'm so sorry, but that was some eye candy. Call me. Or wait, nah, he's like 5 years young. Forget it. Too young. Ugh. Either way, though, I'm pretty sure. I think he might have. There might be some reports saying that he's not feeling too happy with his situation at Benfica. So it could be somebody that we could get. You never know. Everton are good at working and developing youth. I hope you are joking, Roger. I don't know if you're still Tenag in or out, Roger. I don't know. I hope you're joking. We have to win tomorrow, brother. We have to. Pick up Ravi. Yes. The league isn't leaving Bayern München. I mean, I don't want the league to be fair. I think his stocks run out. Juve didn't work out. I feel like at Bayern, I don't know. This game could be as boring as and long as a novel War and Peace. Hey, I'm gonna start. Hopefully, that would be great. Like, will take Brentford and Todibo as options at center back. I would actually take Todibo for sure, and I would take Brentford for the right price. I think Todibo has been set for around 40 million, so I think that should be achievable. I think so. Let Lee just sit out this entire season. Yeah, I think so. Him. Speaking of, because we will be talking about Mountain Emma Stars, Fafana underrated about. I think Fafana. If you talk about Wesley Fafana, poor guy with a lot of injuries, but a great player though on his day. So, obviously, it was mentioned. Let's talk about the game for tomorrow. At Monaco. Okay, I hear you. Let's talk about the game for tomorrow. It's gonna be oh my god, it's gonna be such a late kickoff. And I got work the next day, so it's gonna be like, okay, my match reaction after the game has to be quick one. We can't stay there all night. So I need Man United to win, because if we don't win, my head's gonna be gone, my head's gonna be hot, and then I'm gonna not be able to sleep, and then I'm gonna be annoyed at work the next day. So let's not do that, United. Don't do that to your girl. Let's make sure that we do not do that to your girl. Right? Either way, though, Man United team news as we are facing Chelsea away. Man United do tend to, I would say, with Chelsea, it's a bit difficult because At home at Old Trafford, we have a very good record against Chelsea, where I believe Chelsea haven't won. I think it might have been they haven't won. Is it they haven't won at Old Trafford since 2017? I think that might be the case. But it's we tend to do very well at their ground. Often it tends to be a draw. I think last time we drew 1-1. I remember. I think it might have been. Was it Kovacic? Was it Jorginho that scored? One of them, and then Casemiro ended up scoring the equalizer very late at that game. I remember I was like, yeah. So it tends to either be like a draw, maybe a loss. But I personally have a feeling that we can do it. I'll preserve my score prediction at the end, so we're gonna wait a little bit for that. But in terms of how, let's be honest, it's gonna be the El Shitico, it's gonna be the El Crapico, it's gonna be the El Midico, it's gonna be the El Garbage Co. All of the eco, all of them, all of the bad synonym words, it's gonna be that plus more. Okay, it's not gonna be a good game, people. Most likely, I hope. I think the one we played at Old Trafford was great. We won 2-1, but let's be honest, we should have slapped them up by freaking. It should have been 6-2 to Man United. Like that's how good we were, and that's a madness because we've been shit all over for most of the season. But like hey, that game we showed up, and then the following game we lost. Was it not the following game we then freaking lost 3-0 to Bournemouth, and I was then finished? Was it that game? I feel like it was, but I could be wrong. Either way, though, I digress. I think the game it'll be interesting. Probably boring. 2 hours I won't get back, but you know what? As long as we win, that's all I need. If we don't win, ooh, yeah, I'm not going to be very nice in that stream tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to be pretty. Okay? Team news, though, guys. Obviously, people were mentioning in the chat Licha and Lindy, aka Lisandro Martinez and Victor Lindelöf, they're both out for a month. I don't know if we're going to be seeing them for the rest of the season. We just got Lisandro Martinez back, got a few minutes against Brentford. He was not looking good, by the way, in that game. And now he's out due to, I believe, a calf injury. And then Lisandro Martinez out due to a hamstring injury. So we're in trouble. Luckily, though, we have Evans back. Varane is fit. Um, they trained, and I think it's just Evans has been managing a minor issue and missed international duty with Northern Ireland as a result. Other than that, I think that will be okay. And then Varane came off at halftime on Saturday, mainly as a precaution. Maguire is available. Okay, so that's obviously a good thing, of course. I mean that we have people available. But the thing is, though, I've been saying, I feel like for most of the season that, when we get players back, we always end up having other players miss out, if that makes sense, or then suddenly get injured. So I almost feel like I can never really be super happy, like, oh my God, yes, this. I'm not going to lie to y'all. When I read yesterday that Martinez and Lisandro Martinez was out, my head, especially Lisandro Martinez, I was so pissed yesterday. I was so pissed. I was supposed to have the match preview yesterday, but I was tired. And I was even more pissed, even more tired. I was exhausted. I was like, I cannot physically, mentally, I cannot with the season. The season, right off. Reset, end it. I'm not doing this no more. I am counting games left, Sophie. 9 Premier League games left, Sophie. You got 1 month, and then you're done with this trash. I just also remembered Man United is coming to here in Norway for preseason. They're coming to a city more up north called Trondheim. They're going to be facing Rosenborg, RBK. I remember, I don't know if you guys, some of you guys might be old enough to remember like RBK back, in the Champions League and stuff like that. He used to play like Real Madrid back in the day, stuff like that. But then, obviously, Norwegian clubs don't maybe do that very well overseas. Either way, though, they will be playing. I would have loved to gone, but think basically the tickets will be bought while I'm at work. I have no opportunity to get the tickets, and also it will have to be that I have to get plane tickets, have to get a hotel. It will be too much. So I'm like, you know what? We'll cover the game next season. I hope to be able to go to Old Trafford. I need to go. It's been several years now, so that's definitely more of a. Just felt like I needed to mention that because some people on Twitter was like, "Hey, you going to the game?" Nope. If they came to Oslo, I could just take the subway down. But no, now I gotta travel, and I ain't got time for that right now. You know what I'm saying? No, no, no. Either way, anything else? Ahmed returns from suspension. That's a good thing. Following his obviously unusual red card for celebrating the dramatic end against Liverpool, the winner in the FA Cup quarterfinal at Old Trafford. So he'll be back. Will he be played? Will he be used? Is the question. I hope he will. I hope. I think he deserves to get to play. I think so. I hope so. Luke Shaw, of course, nothing same. I mean, nothing changed, I should say. Lassie and Martial remain on the sidelines, but Altay Bayoun did resume training this week after recent layoff. So that's about that. And then we had some Chelsea news as well. I don't know what happened to my notes here. Before I go to the Chelsea news, let me read some of your guys' comments, right? Big up Adam, hope you're doing well. Big up Maltiti's Corner, hope you're doing well. Better late than never. Hey, Adam says 2-1 United. Okay. Roger said could have left Felicia there on the bench to avoid injury, maybe. And here we are. Kambwala, that is a good point. Kambwala is also, yep. I don't really, the thing is, sometimes I've been forgetting that he's there because he is technically somebody that we can use, but we used him very, very little. When he's, but in comparison to a Maino and a Garnacho has been heavily used this season, right? Like two of our youngsters that we to sometimes tend to forget how young they really are. But Kambwala could be a shout. I hope that he can get some more minutes, but we'll see. The rest says hope that Man can finally get it going, build momentum. Brother, we're not going to get no momentum. If you cannot build momentum after that Liverpool game and you get battered, luckily we did not. That game where we drew to Brentford, it should have been that 4-0 when we faced them last season. Maybe even worse, I feel like, because that game was almost way more like, I would say, more individual errors, individual mistakes here and there. But this game was just like, they were just better. We were just trash. So I feel like if we can't build momentum, there's been so many moments this season where we should build momentum, but we still don't. So for me, I'm not gonna now suddenly say I hope. Roger, it will be great, but I'm not saying I don't think it's gonna happen. Liverpool coming for United. We'll talk about. We'll do a preview once that comes, but not yet. It says think a mixture of fixture congestion, everything else, training regimens, and our doctors rushing players back, managing the players' recovery poorly is why we struggle so bad with injuries. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that say everything is on Ten Hag or everything is on the medical staff. I think it's a bit of everything. Literally, it's mixed. So all the things that you mentioned, Ed, I think all of it are big factors into why we've had horrible, insane injuries. And we're not the only one. We see the same with Newcastle. I feel horrible for Newcastle. And there was also a point with Liverpool, actually, beginning with Chelsea as well. Even though their squad is big, there were moments where they had lots of teams have been struggling. Spurs as well, everybody. I feel like. But we've definitely, I would say Newcastle and United has definitely been, and then like with Chelsea, we've been hit. Because when we get players back, somebody goes missing as well. Good reasoning. Also have to agree with Ed. Yep. Twalumba, by the way, big up, guys. Great comments here. Twalumba says Shaw, Malasia, Licha, Martial, Lindelof. Let's forget about them for now. This season, only bright spark is May. No, I agree. We haven't really brought any more academy grads. I agree with you. If there's anything positive I'm going to take away from the season, is seeing our boy Kobe Mano shine. The his Cobb story has been amazing, remarkable. So I'm happy for him in regards to that because we have a gem for many, many years. But if we do not get, and that, mark my words, and I wouldn't, you know what? No harm, no foul. Hey, I will get this. The game's the game. If we do not get our act together, this kid is going to leave. And he should be leaving. If we don't sort this out within the next 2 years, he got to go. He can't, what? Too good to be rotting at Man United. Forget about loyalty, Cubby. I mean, just don't go to our nearest rival. Don't go to our rivals. Don't go in go if you go leave. It has to be outside of the Prem. Come, if you go and leave, you come to Inter. You go to Bayern Munich. You go to Madrid. You know what I'm saying? If not, maybe Martial was injuries. He can potentially be our ship medical staff. I think a little bit of both. Avada would have been a good shout, but we are run like a crap team, which we are. You know what? I wish he could have gotten some more, proper minutes. We might have messed up on that as well, but we'll see. Pick up Tyler says United will bend over. Okay. Wrench will be sweet. But this course is 3-1 United. Let's see here. The thing about the Martinez thing is that I think they brought him on because they needed his expertise at that time. Maybe. Another one way of playing. 2-1. No penalty in Ganacho. Lost. Best we can hope for is a draw. We'll see. Shout out to Onana because we could have lost at least 3-1. I think it was his birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, Onans. Happy birthday, Andre. Could have been worse. Hojlund is dropped. Is he dropped? Or is he... Because I heard that Hojlund... Wait a minute. I heard that Hojlund and De Bruyne wasn't playing. But now I'm like, what? Is he dropped or is he like... Wait. Let's see here. No. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh, he's on the bench. You're right. Is De Bruyne playing? De Bruyne is also playing. Why are we saying Haaland is dropped? You have to also say that De Bruyne is dropped then, Roy Keane said Haaland got championship. I think it's very unfair and disingenuous, but that's conversation for another time. Utman Turk, big up to you, says Sophie, the light in the background. I beg you, just leave it on the table. Just leave it on the stable bread. It's giving me severe OCD. Really? What if I just do this? Is that better? Is that better if I don't have blinking lights? I mean, if it bothers people, we can see. I could just also have it just like this and just change the lighting in that way. We'll have it for red this time. But thank you for letting me know. Well, I'll keep it into account. But OCD, I do also have OCD, but it doesn't. I wouldn't say the light here would bother me. But then again, hey, everybody's different. So, but big up. Thank you for the feedback. Man, I can use Alvaro Fernandez as make way to get João Neves. Maybe, yeah. So in terms of Chelsea's, because we have to slowly wrap up, I want to be able to catch some of the games for today. But yeah, Chelsea. So we have Ben Chilwell is set to be absent due to illness. Malagusto is Malagusto is available despite picking up a hamstring problem against Burnley. Because there were rumors that he could be unavailable, but no, he's available. Okay. In a boost for the Blues, Robert Sanchez, Chalobah, and Chukwuemeka are back in training ahead of the game. Other than that, Christopher Nkunku, he's definitely sidelined. Pochettino was saying at the moment we don't know when it's possible to start training with the team. I have no information. He's recovering. It's longer than we expected. He's been out for a long. I mean, the worst is obviously Romeo Lavia. That he's got what 30 minutes, I think, in one game. He hasn't been playing at all since. But in Conquest, well, there's definitely been injuries with him as well. We know that he's been dealing with injuries. I remember also as well for Leipzig, but I think for Chelsea it's been even worse. So that is a bit concerning, to be fair. But hey, regardless, what am I thinking the predicted lineup is gonna be? So for me, uh, let's see here. Unana, obviously, Dallo, Varane, Evans, Wan-Bissaka. But I'm wondering if he's gonna have Wan-Bissaka on left back again because he didn't really look good against Brentford. He did a good job against Liverpool. We have to wait and see though. Um, Mount. I almost think are we starting Mount? I don't want to see, but then again, I'm thinking a midfield of Mount, Maino, and Bruno. That could be that can be a bit naive. But I want Mount to start over McTominay. If you're gonna have McTominay and Maino and Bruno, then I'd rather have Mount. Y'all know I don't really rate Mount like that, but I still want to see him. I still want to see it. Ganacho, Rashford, Hojlund. But then again, I almost feel like I kind of want to see. I want to see Ahmad. So I'd rather take Ganacho out. Keep. But then again, what if? Wait. Hmm. There's so many. There's options. There's options. There's options. I think Roger, you have a point. Mount deserves to play cup. I'm not gonna say he deserves it just because he got a goal, but I feel like he cameo when he came in. I thought he did all right. And this country, once again, I'm not a big fan of Mason Mount. There's no way for me to be twerking and dropping down low for him. Okay, no, not at all. But I don't know. I don't want him to dunk on Chelsea. I want him to score against Chelsea. The amount of mad bullying, abuse that he's gotten from the Chelsea fans. And some people, obviously, it's just like, okay, criticism. Some take it a bit too far, of course. I want him to dunk on them. I want him to score. You know what I want him to do if he scores? I want him to do the Adebayor. Remember when Adebayor played for Man City after leaving, of course, Arsenal way back? And then he ended up scoring, running all the way to the Arsenal fans. I mean, obviously, it was at the Etihad. So he ran to the away stand and then he was just celebrating. What I want is Mason Mount. Honestly, I don't think he would be celebrating, but it would be great if he does. I'll be like, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, we will get several just for that pass. Oh, I will, brother. High five. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, I think it's a bit difficult to fully predict. But I also hear what Roger's saying. Don't want Maynard to play lone CDM. I don't want that either. I want him to have somebody next to him. So I think probably, to be honest, a Casemiro I think should be starting, but we should be definitely getting a CDM in for the summer. Somebody that can sit there next to him, do a bit of that dirty job, make sure that they protect him because I think Maynard should be a bit more higher up the pitch. There's a player there. There's 100% is the player there, in my opinion. Um, Rogers asked, when is your next watch along for the channel? To be honest, I have no idea. Probably gonna be like might be like an FA Cup final or something like that, Champions League. Probably definitely gonna do something. I think for sure for the Euros we'll do a couple of watch alongs, I think. But right now, with my new job, I ain't gonna have no energy. I work 100% like a full-time job now. Um, and then I do YouTube's on the side, so I have no energy. So watch along, guys. I like watching other people's watch along, but it will happen. I think once we get closer to the summer, we're gonna start it again. Next call-in show probably gonna be in regards to the Champions League. So next week, I think I might do a call-in show on Thursday next week. Um, to just talk about all of the first leg games in the quarterfinal. It might just be flickering was too fast. I hear it. Maybe if I don't know. Because this goes too fast. This definitely goes too fast. And then this is supposed to be, yeah, that's going to be too fast. Nah, so it wouldn't work. We'll just have it in this one and we'll switch. McTominay won't give support, no point playing. I agree. The thing I've been saying, when McTominay doesn't offer any goals nor assists, he offers nothing. And having him in the midfield is just kind of a waste of space. I'm going to be very honest. 100% waste of space. So, yeah. For my score prediction, as we need to wrap up, Maltide, I'm going to address your comment. You know what? Give me 1 second. I just want to get my score prediction, and then we're going to talk, Maltide. We're going to talk. In terms of I think it more as a super sub. I agree with you, Maltide. My predicted score, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win to Man United, but also it could be a draw. It could be 1-1. It could be a 2-2. I'm going to say 2-1 Man United. I'm going to back the guys. I think we'll show up. I think we'll do it, but it's not going to be easy. And I said the same thing with the Brentford game. It's not going to be easy. It was a shit show. But I ain't going to lie. We need to slack up Chelsea. Brother, sister, apologies, non-binary, y'all, this ain't it. Chelsea team could be, I don't know, did Fulham and Bournemouth win? Where are Chelsea now in the league? Because last time I checked, they could potentially go 12th, but I don't know. Oh my God, Chelsea are 12th. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, because Bournemouth won. And then I believe maybe because Wolves got the ball. We have to win against them tomorrow. No. You're mad. No, we gotta win. Sorry, we gotta win. I'm predicting a 2-1 or 3-1 for United. I'm going back my guys. They haven't shown me much to back, but I'm going to back them. I'm going to say 2-1 Man United. Maltite, I want to address this comment. And by the way, people, before I wrap up, let me hear your score prediction. Let me know. If you watch this on a replay, let me know your score prediction in the chat. And guys, I will be back tomorrow straight after the game. It'll have to be not the longest, of course, because you girl got work the following day, but we will be there. More than you can believe, we will be there because having match reaction is a proper therapy for me so that I can talk about my team and rant. Maltiti says, I want to do football YouTube full time, but I'm scared, Sophie. Maltiti, hey, I think you should try. I mean, I wouldn't say, if you're saying you're going to go full time 100% now, it depends on how because my dream is to be able to go full time at some point. But financially, I'm not there where I can do that. But I'm building to try to get there. But obviously, it's important that you still have a side thing, whether you have like a part-time job or you have a full-time job, where you can still be able to, still be financially stable. Or if you have, let's say you save up a lot so that you can try to just go. Sometimes people do that where they can, they saved up a lot so that they were good for a little bit and they try to go full in. That's possible. But I would advise you, if you haven't started, start somewhere. Find out what you like to do, find out your niche, and go for it. I ain't got all the answers. I'm still trying to figure it out. My channel isn't the biggest. We have a small little community over here, and we're trying to keep building it. And that's what it is. I should have said 1 video a week. For now. Yeah, that is a possibility. 100% that you could do that. But the most important thing here, Matiti, which I know can seem very much cliche, but it is about being consistent. 100%. I've definitely noticed that when I start being consistent, I started growing a little bit more of a community for sure. So be consistent. Big of Sports says, Yaya, Sinoku, Bruno. Hey, let's not open that can of worms. But yeah, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go once again. Big up to everybody that's been here. Make sure that you like the video, and of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Still on the road to 3K subscribers. Taking a long time, but you know what? We're not giving up. We're gonna keep going, but I need your help. I'll be back tomorrow, straight after the Chelsea game, to do a reaction. We must, Man United. You must. 2-1, Man United win. I'm gonna say Mason Mount is going to score the winner, the first goal. I mean, Cole Palmer, definitely, he's scoring. And then the first goal for us is going to be McTominay. McTominay. It's going to be McTominay. He probably comes, if he doesn't start, he comes in a little bit later and then McTominay, Mount. You heard it here first. But guys, see you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Big up. And we're out.